Right, hello everyone, welcome back. Today it is Mark's first Toolbox session. Mark's been really proactive with his videos during this crazy lockdown period. In today's session we'll be looking at some numbers on Flight Scope, see where he's at with his baseline numbers, and we do believe that he's already had some success out on course, haven't you, mate? So,
A little bit, yeah.
Beautiful. So yeah, let's get into it. So what are strengths and weaknesses at minute then, mate?
I don't really have any problems with aim shots since I've been there. Shot game's been a little bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
As you'd expect, it's alright chipping in your back garden and stuff, but when you're using foam balls or half distance balls,
Yeah.
you don't want to break something. It's not the typical feedback, is it?
No. They feel a lot different, them half density golf balls, don't they?
Yes, definitely. Then you get on the club. I think that's the problem with the club. You think, well, got to really hit this because the other ones have felt
Yeah.
wide, and then you overdo it, don't you?
Right then, so let's have a look at some figures. I'll pull it up on screen for you guys now so you can see it. So, clubhead speed with a driver, 95 mile an hour. Clubhead speed with a 5 iron, 87. Clubhead speed with an 8 iron, 83. Smash factor with a driver, it's the best out of all three. So you're probably more efficient with your driver than what you are with other clubs. Reason for that I'll show you a little bit later on. Club path is left with everything on average. So with 6 left with an 8 iron, 6.7 left with a 5 iron, with those being kind of similar enough, that's what we'd expect. Club path 9 degrees left with a driver. Predominant curve that we see with your drive, you said you're normally pretty straight, we are seeing like left to right shots quite frequently today. This is an interesting one, so let's look at dynamic loft with an 8 iron is 33 degrees. So usually, we say depending on the speed that you deliver, it needs to be around about half of the loft. Loft of an 8 iron is about 32 degrees. So when it comes to smash factor and your efficiency, the reason why you're not as efficient is because you're producing too much loft and it's going too high. Looking at your flights that you did today, it does seem as though they're a bit high and floaty sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that something that you've seen
I've always been
making this change?
Yeah, but I've traditionally always been a high ball striker.
Were it worse before?
It's come down, yeah, but it was, yeah.
Cool. Right, so we'll keep tapping into that then. We'll not necessarily look at that much of the ball stuff because our balls are range balls and they're like really inefficient and whatnot. Spin rates are really appropriate with each, so you spin an 8 iron really good, if anything a little bit too high, just with speed and launches and stuff. 5 iron's good, driver's a bit high spinning, but we see that with all drivers, so that's not you. If it were a normal ball, that'd be around about 2.7 and it's like appropriate again. So the main thing that we almost need to tap into today is the dynamic lofting.
Okay.
So get you hitting it a bit lower, a bit straighter flighted, stronger flighted, probably a better word, and see where we go from there. Would that be something that you would have predicted to have seen? Were you aware that the numbers were going to be kind of like this, or any surprises?
No, I didn't think I was quite as left as that, but yeah, I knew I was going that way.
Yeah, fraction. I mean, it's not by no means like not playable. You can find it a good way of getting around the golf course. I teach some guys that are 20, 25 degrees left, half of the driver, and it's like they're just happy to some days hit the fairway 2 or 3 times. So, but yeah, it's very playable. I mean, testament to great work that you've done so far. So as you guys may have seen in other videos, what we did were Mark had a tendency to roll the face open early doors and then try and recover it later on. Now we're getting it stronger earlier and trying to hold it a little bit. Right then, so ideally taking dynamic loft off. One way that I tell everyone, it's like my favourite analogy of everything, is that you've got to imagine that there's a race going on between the head and the handle. As soon as the head starts to beat the handle, that's when you produce a lot of loft. Yeah? If we're going super crazy with different ideas, if you have the race where the handle beats the head, you're taking a lot of loft off. With tour players, shuffling, I reckon it's about 20 degrees. At the minute, I think you'll be reaching like 0 to even negative shuffling for the time being. So the kind of shots that I want you to go through today will be like punchy type one. Abbreviated follow-throughs, feel as though you're really holding that face a little bit de-lofted when it comes into the back, and just see what different results we get. Because main idea behind the series is like we need to add tools into your toolbox. At the minute, I don't think we've got the penetrating low slider high shot. So if even in first session we can tick one off and we're like,
that's probably a byproduct from the old trigger over to get there.
yeah, definitely. Of course, it is. That flick that you've had to do is adding lock in, isn't it? So, try a few, we'll consolidate the numbers, and then I'll give you a few rounds that we can improve it. quite nice, right? Usually we find with stuff like this though, is that it's just a case of we give you an idea and then they're pushing feelings. So, I notice in there, the stumbling block that we've just come across, which is what we see with a lot of people, is just a reluctance to really push and maximise those feelings. So you know, if I were to, you can come around this side, we'll start with the flat stroke for reference to numbers and stuff. If I was to push that feeling as much as I could, so the main idea of this next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to take as much loft off it as I possibly can, without cheating it in the sense that I'm moving the ball position. Because if you would usually move your ball position, that I suggest that you'd have a bit more forward shaft length, that kind of stuff. With your release though, if you move your ball position back, I'm half thinking that you just do the same type of releasing move and just add your loft in normally. So it's defeating object really. So I'm going to go centred stance with my ball position. The only way I tend to cheat this a little bit is I do have the shaft length forward a fraction to start with. But the feeling for me is that thinking about that race and I'm coming into impact, that handle is so much like in front of where the head is, taking as much loft off as possible. And as an extension of that, as I get to my release, that is almost what I'm feeling. So it's probably advantageous for you to feel that as opposed to your big high follow through where the club head knot's going to take that move. It's like I put the stoppers on the head really early and I don't want to kick past it all. So I'll try a few and I'll see what kind of loss we get. This is me like really maximising and creating these feelings. So that like 7-9 middle stance. 9. Dynamic loft at 9 degrees, so that's 16 less than what we're seeing at the minute. It's that ability to like play around with feelings and stuff, which means that I can kind of do that. Do you know, if I wanted to put it, if I were playing links course and I had 130 and I had a 7-9 as I've got here, so I am cheating it in that sense that you've got an 8 and I've got a 7, but still similar lofts. If I were to hit that shot, if I did move it back into stance and keep the same idea and feelings and whatnot, I can get it like one of those. Yeah, big time. That's what I've been fortunate with, that I practiced a lot as a junior, so I feel like I've got that shot in off a bit more, but I've looked off on that about, didn't get it. I would imagine it'd be like 5 to 7 that long. So it's just a case now, we'll push those feelings, see if we can incorporate a nice like low fly to punchy time iron shot. And I think the feeling of doing that will help you with your stock shot, because you'll see the loss come down from the range of 30 to more 22 and stuff. And you'll just get like best match factor a bit more distance. That's it, yeah. Right, love that follow through. That's an idea. 24. So the one before that was 31, that one was 23.
It felt like it was locked in there and just...
Yeah, that's the feeling, as much as you can. That's it.
From there, instead of feeling that.
Yes, of course. And you know the beauty of working on what we did before, the first change that we almost made, was that if your club face was in a wide open position and you were then moving the handle forward, oh my god, it's just right, so isn't it? So now that you've got your club face in a much stronger position, you can do this now. Lovely.
Where do we want to be? 15-ish?
No, round 20.
Yeah.
Because of your speed, we'll say all between like 18 and 20.
Speed back or good?
It's relative, isn't it? It's like when you swing it. So everything can be worked on, you know.
So should I be working towards an speed?
Not really. Well, it's not a priority. I think it's a priority when you're a junior and you know when you're going through your developmental phases, and it's a priority if you're like a pro or a real elite player that's just lacking compared to where averages should be.
What is average length for?
For a tour pro, for lead speed, I think it's about 118, 120 driver.
So what's average for a club golfer?
You can possibly say. Because a club golfer is like Barry that's 89 and it's Liam that's 7, isn't it? By handicaps, I think there's a correlation between better golfers and higher swing speed. Definitely. Yeah, let's just check that one. So that one, even though as super strike as it is, I think it's just a bit of a reluctance to tap into that really great feeling there. And with the Stinger, it is a specialised shot, so it shouldn't feel normal. No. It's a special feeling. Right, so a lot of stuff we've been working on today has been about lessening Mark's dynamic loft with his short irons. We've seen that the dynamic loft was similar to the actual loft on the golf club, meaning that we're hitting quite inefficient iron shots. Smash factor were quite low, they were real high floaty flights. We've managed to get the dynamic loft down from an initial 33 degrees on average to a 19.2, so a real more solid compressed strike now. Flights have lowered, despite swinging with a little bit less speed. We managed to pick up a little bit more distance, so made some super strides today. And in terms of thinking about the toolbox, so the first tool that we can tick that we've added is like a slightly lower flighted, more penetrating, punchier iron shot that perhaps we didn't have before. So there you go, a fantastic first toolbox session for Mark. Did a great job in lessening his dynamic loft, hitting more compressed, more penetrating, slightly further, stronger, flighted, low iron shots there. So if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you're doing the usuals, liking, sharing, subscribing. Until the next one, thanks for watching, cheers.